A political row over Amit Shah's speech, which made a reference to B.R. Ambedkar, took an absolutely chaotic turn in Parliament. It led to a virtual kind of physical tussle between the BJP and the Congress, between the opposition and the NDA. The MPs of both were protesting outside the Parliament building, and at one point, it turned into a veritable brawl. I'm Barkha Dutt. You're with the Mojo story. The BJP has accused Rahul Gandhi of pushing one of its members of parliament. Kiren Rijiju, speaking in parliament, asked Rahul Gandhi whether he had learned karate and kung fu so that he could push MPs around. Rahul Gandhi and the Congress party has called this accusation an absolute lie and say that it is an attempt to divert from the controversy that erupted after Mr. Amit Shah, the Home Minister, made a speech where he made a reference to Baba Saheb Ambedkar that the opposition says was insulting of the architect of India's constitution. They have demanded that Amit Shah be sacked or that he resign. There have been protests and counter-protests today in Parliament, and it has led, as I said, to virtual collapse and chaos of any sort of semblance of order in the parliamentary house. The BJP has released images of the Prime Minister bowing before Baba Saheb Ambedkar. Modi has backed Shah as the opposition tries to speak in a unified voice, asking for Amit Shah to apologize. Mr. Amit Shah says only little clips of his speech were shown on social media, and those clips misrepresented what he was trying to say. But in the meantime, the original headline, the original debate around what Amit Shah said or did not say about Baba Saheb Ambedkar has now been dwarfed by images like this one, where the BJP's Pratap Sarangi accused Rahul Gandhi of pushing him. Never a dull day in Indian politics. Let me introduce our guests on the program today, as Rahul Gandhi is accused by the BJP of pushing a member of parliament. Author and senior journalist Sugata Srinivas Raju is with us. Welcome to the program. Dr. Pooja Tripathi, leader of the Congress, is with us. Welcome, Pooja. Sabha Naqvi, senior journalist and author, is with us. Always a pleasure, Sabha. And Ashwini Shahi, leader of the BJP, is with us. Namaskar, Ashwini ji. Always good to see you here. Let me start by playing out for you Kiren Rijiju's accusation against Rahul Gandhi made on the floor of the House. Take a look and we'll open it up for debate.
इस तरह हाथ नहीं उठा सकते हैं। सभापति महोदय, जो श्रीमान राहुल गांधी ने जिस तरीके से दो सांसदों को मारा है, हमारा सांसद बहुत आक्रोश है। हम लोग भी अगर उसी तरह हाथ उठाते तो क्या हालत होता सर? हमारे पास संख्या है, हम डरपोक नहीं है, लेकिन हमारे लोग भी श्री राहुल गांधी जैसे अगर हाथ उठाना लग जाएगा तो लोकतंत्र कैसे चलेगा सर? इसलिए राहुल गांधी जी का व्यवहार के लिए पूरा कांग्रेस पार्टी सिर्फ संसद से नहीं पूरा देश से माफी मांगना चाहिए सर।
So complete chaos there. BJP also released images of two of its injured members of parliament in hospital. If we can pull up those images now, and you can see there Shivraj Singh Chauhan is among those who is meeting these MPs that the BJP is saying have been injured because Rahul Gandhi pushed them. I want to play out Rahul Gandhi's response before I take first comments from our guests. Let's listen to Rahul Gandhi, who has flatly denied that anything of this kind happened.
नहीं देखिए, मैं पता नहीं आपके शांत हो जाए, आपके कैमरा में होगा। ये पार्लियामेंट की एंट्रेंस है, इसमें मैं अंदर जाने की कोशिश कर रहा था तो बीजेपी के एमपी जो थे वो मुझे ऐसे रोकने की कोशिश कर रहे थे, धकेल रहे थे और मुझे धमका रहे थे, तो वो हुआ है बस। नहीं देखिए हाँ किया है मगर ठीक है कोई मतलब धक्का मुक्की से हमें कुछ होता नहीं है, मगर ये एंट्रेंस है पार्लियामेंट हाउस की और हमारा अधिकार है अंदर जाने का, और बीजेपी के जो मेंबर्स हैं वो हमें अंदर जाने से रोक रहे थे।
सेंट्रल इशू है जो आप लोग मांग कर रहे हैं अमित शाह के रेजिग्नेशन को लेकर।
नहीं, सेंट्रल इशू है कि ये कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन पर आक्रमण कर रहे हैं और जो अंबेडकर जी की मेमोरी है उसका अपमान कर रहे हैं।
बीजेपी सर आप लोगों से माफी की मांग कर रही है, कह रही है कांग्रेस माफी मांग रही है। मैम आपके साथ धक्का मुक्की हुई है? मैम प्रियंका जी आपके साथ कोई बच्चे?
So, of course, now we have the denials and the counter denials, the claims and the counter claims. We have lots more clips to update you with. In fact, Rahul Gandhi has just held a press briefing just moments ago, and I'm going to read out his statement. The main issue is that they want to erase. They want to erase that there is a case against Narendra Modi's friend Gautam Adani in the United States. This is the main issue, and the people do not want to discuss this. So Rahul Gandhi has invoked Adani again at a press briefing held moments ago, while denying that he is guilty in any way of pushing around a member of parliament. We will also play out for you what exactly Amit Shah said in the House, but let's get first comments. Ashwini ji, आपसे शुरू करती हूँ. ये क्या हो रहा है? मतलब ये हम क्या डिस्कस कर रहे थे और हम कहां पहुंच गए? क्या ये इसको गंभीरता से लिया जाए कि भाई राहुल गांधी ने किसी को आके धक्का मारा, और इज दिस अ डिस्ट्रैक्शन एज द बीजेपी सेज फ्रॉम अ स्पीच दैट अमित शाह मेड, जो बहुत कंट्रोवर्शियल हो गई?
बरखा जी, ये सवाल व्यक्तिगत रूप से मैं आपसे निवेदन करूंगा कि राहुल जी से और मुकेश राजपूत जी से या सारंगी साहब से आप स्वयं पूछें तो ज्यादा बढ़िया जवाब मिलेगा। मगर जो देखने को आ रहा है आज, निंदनीय कार्य राहुल जी ने जो किया है वो निंदनीय है। अभी मैं दूसरे की बात पर नहीं जा रहा हूं। जो क्लिपिंग राहुल गांधी जी की आपने सुनाया, मैं उसी को आगे बढ़ाता हूं। राहुल गांधी जी ने कहा कि मकर द्वार पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग जो है प्रदर्शन कर रहे थे और हम लोग अंदर जाना चाह रहे थे, वो लोग हमको अंदर नहीं जाने देना चाह रहे थे। इसका मतलब कि आपने धक्का देकर अंदर जाने की कोशिश की। राहुल गांधी जी एडमिट कर रहे हैं दबे छुपे शब्दों में। दूसरा मैं इसमें आता हूं कि वहां पर कई दिनों से प्रोटेस्ट चल रहा था और मकर द्वार पे ही चल रहा था। अभी तक प्रोटेस्ट कौन कर रहा था? कांग्रेस के लोग ही तो कर रहे थे, इंडिया अलायंस के लोग कर रहे थे, और हर भारतीय जनता पार्टी का या सभी सांसद जो अंदर जाना चाहते थे वो उसी द्वार से अंदर जा रहे थे। तो अभी तक तो कोई प्रोटेस्ट नहीं हुआ था वहां, अभी तक कोई हाथापाई नहीं हुई थी। क्यों? ये बहुत बड़ा यक्ष प्रश्न है। और अभी उनका एरोगेंस देखिए। अगर घटना हुई, 70 वर्षीय सांसद गिरे, चोटिल हुए, आईसीयू में हैं, अस्पताल में हैं, सर से खून बह रहा है, राष्ट्रीय अध्यक्ष और कांग्रेस के और अभी राहुल जी ने प्रेस किया, जिसका थोड़ा सा आपने पढ़ा और बताया। राहुल गांधी जी का अहंकार वहां भी झलक रहा है। राहुल गांधी जी अगर एक अपने सदन के साथी से माफी मांग लेते कि भाई मेरे से अगर गलती हो गई हो, गलती से लग गया हो तो मैं क्षमा मांगता हूं, मैं दुखी हूं उनके गिरने से, चोट लगने से, क्या चला जाता था? ये है मोहब्बत की दुकान सजाने वाले की असलियत। ये नफरत और घृणा का माहौल पैदा करना इस नफरत के, मोहब्बत के दुकान वाले की असलियत है। जो आज किया उससे भी घृणित चीज है, जो शर्म आती हुई कहने में। जो एक महिला सांसद के जिस हिसाब से उन्होंने शिकायत किया है सभापति जी से, जो कि राहुल गांधी जी पर सबसे ज्यादा भारी पड़ने वाला है, मुझे लग रहा है कि वो ज्यादा गंभीर समस्या है कि जिस तरीके से उन्होंने एक आदिवासी महिला सांसद के पास जाकर जिस तरीके से चीखना चिल्लाना शुरू किया और उन्होंने शिकायत किया कि मैं अपने आप को असहज महसूस कर रही हूं, मुझे सुरक्षा दिया जाए। तो राहुल गांधी जी का कौन सा रूप दिखा वहां? तीसरी बात जो हुई, प्रियंका चतुर्वेदी जो इनकी इंडिया अलायंस की सदस्य हैं, उन्होंने मीडिया को बताया, ये मीडिया पर वो है, आप कहीं से आपको मिल सकता है, कि धक्का मुक्की तो वहां हुई ही नहीं। खड़गे साहब कह रहे हैं कि धक्का मुक्की हुई। अब इंडिया अलायंस का कौन सा सदस्य सही बोल रहा है बरखा जी, ये तो वही बताएगा कि क्या हुआ था क्या नहीं हुआ था। कैसे सारंगी साहब गिरे, चोट लगी, वो तो आप लोगों के कैमरे थे वहां का सीसीटीवी फुटेज होगा, एक नहीं 2 दिन में आ जाएगा किसने किसको धक्का दिया, जांच चल रही है। मगर जो आज जो कृत्य हुआ है ये शुद्ध रूप से गुंडागर्दी है, ये शुद्ध रूप से अशोभनीय है, जिसको राहुल गांधी और कांग्रेस पार्टी को सदन के सामने और पूरे देश से माफी मांगनी चाहिए।
तो आप कह रहे हैं कि ये है राहुल गांधी की मोहब्बत की दुकान, और आपने एक बीजेपी की महिला सांसद का रेफरेंस दिया, मैं उनका बाइट प्ले करना चाहती हूँ, हमारे पास है। लेट्स लिसन टू व्हाट दिस वुमन बीजेपी एमपी said. She said Rahul Gandhi took a threatening pose, I'm just quoting directly here, and she was not comfortable. Take a look.
प्रोटेस्ट कर रहा था तो लीडर ऑफ ओपोजिशन श्री राहुल गांधी जी बहुत क्लोज प्रॉक्सिमिटी में आके आई ऑल्सो डिड नॉट फील कंफर्टेबल, अच्छा नहीं लगा। फिर वो ही स्टार्टेड शाउटिंग। ये ऐसे नहीं होता है, क्योंकि हम लोग प्रोटेस्ट जब करते साइड में कॉर्डन ऑफ करके इस सिक्योरिटी पर्सनल से वो जाने के लिए जगह बनाया था, तो हम लोग वहाँ प्रोटेस्ट कर रहा था, वो आके बहुत क्लोज प्रॉक्सिमिटी में वो ऐसे थ्रेटनिंग पोस्ट में। ऐसे नहीं है कि हम खुद को प्रोटेक्ट नहीं कर सकते, लेकिन वो नियम नहीं है, एक तरीका नहीं है संसद का। तो इस आज जो हुआ है बहुत दिल दुख हुआ है, अच्छा नहीं लगा, ऐसे नहीं होना चाहिए, क्योंकि एक संसद को एक रिस्पेक्ट देता है, एक हिसाब देता है। हम लोग कोई आता है तो हम लोग बैक जाते हैं, साइड करते हैं। तो ऐसे हम लोग जब प्रोटेस्ट कर रहा था आगे आके, वो ग्रुप में था तो आगे आके ऐसे थ्रेटन करना वो अच्छा नहीं लगा। आज एसटी हूँ, नागालैंड से हूँ, और ये महिला संसद के साथ जो है वो अच्छा नहीं लगा, इसलिए मैंने कंप्लेन भी दिया है चेयरमैन को, उसके प्रोटेक्शन सीख करके।
We strongly condemn it. Just a minute. We strongly condemn
आज
it
सुबह
because
मकर पे
she
So that was the BJP MP that Ashwini ji was referring to. Pooja, I must now get your response. The Congress thought that they had the BJP on the back foot, but the headlines today have all become about injured NDA MP saying Rahul Gandhi ne hame aake dhakka mara. The issue that you wanted to raise has been dwarfed by this controversy. Secondly, the BJP has released a fuller version of the Amit Shah speech and accused the Congress party of selectively quoting from it. What would you say?
I think, Barkha, this is just a farcical drama to save Ambedkar Virodhi Amit Shah mission. This is exactly what has happened out. For the whole complete winter session, the opposition MPs have been protesting from 10 to 1 after the parliamentary party meeting, and they have protested 10 to 11, and then they go on to attend the parliament. And for the whole winter session, there hasn't been any untoward incident. There hasn't been anything that has been reported. The honorable speaker has directed that the Makar Dwar, the entrance to the parliament should not be obstructed. So when parliament opposition MPs were protesting, there was always a security that cordoned off anyone who wanted to enter and exit the parliament. But what we saw today was, I'll give you first-hand account of what Hibi Eden, someone who was right there with Rahul Gandhi, told that after protesting at the Prerna Sthal, when they took a single line and were going to the Makar Dwar, Bharatiya Janata Party MPs with sticks and the posters in the hand, they tried to manhandle, not even Kharge ji fell off and got himself injured. They tried to push and shove the female MPs, and they tried to obstruct Rahul Gandhi from, preventing him from entering parliament at any cost. And this is the new law that they've been bringing in a pawn in the form of a female MP to accuse Rahul Gandhi of misbehavior. Hibi Edin is a witness, he's an accomplice, and he's an alibi, and he said that while they were cordoning off Rahul Gandhi so that he doesn't have a very, very close physical proximity to the female MP, Rahul Gandhi pulled up the constitution over his head and said, "We will enter parliament," and then the whole MPs entered the parliament. I don't know where this thing of somebody pushing, and I really hope that Mr. Pratap Sarangi gets well soon, because he got the medical help and assistance which Mr. Graham Staines and family did not get. So, and Mukesh Rajput on record is saying कि Rahul Gandhi मेरे आगे थे, मैं पीछे था, मुझे पीछे से धक्का लगा तो मैं गिर गया. So this is what is happening. This is just a theatrics. This is just a diversionary tactic, because the whole, not just opposition MPs, the whole country needed answers on what has been said in the parliament at the floor of the house. This was a brazen disrespect to the founder of Constitution, Baba Saheb Bhimrao Ambedkar ji. And how can they accuse us of editing the clip? The unedited speech of Amit Shah ji from the Rajya Sabha archives, the page 354 says, Ambedkar, ye to naya fashion chal gaya hai. This is great Home Minister of the country saying at the floor of the house, Ambedkar, ye fashion chal gaya. He has to apologize to the nation for, for disrespecting, because this shows his arrogance while hatred, and it comes from the long RSS history of demeaning Baba Saheb Ambedkar. And this will not go down with people, for whom Ambedkar ji is an icon of somebody who gave them equality and dignity, who gave them a life.
Okay. So you have mentioned the Amit Shah speech, and I think before we come back to the accusations of violence and who is responsible for that, it's important to play out the Amit Shah speech. And I'm going to play a longer piece, not just the first two sentences, and then I'll come to Sugata and Sabha. Take a look.
मान्यवर, अभी एक फैशन होगा है आम्बेडकर 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 आम्बेडकर. इतना नाम अगर भगवान का लेते तो 7 जन्मों तक स्वर्ग मिल जाता। अच्छी बात है ना। ना सुनिए तो, सुनिए ना, आप सुनिए ना, मैं बताता हूं। हमें तो आनंद है कि अंबेडकर का नाम लेते हैं। अंबेडकर का नाम अभी 100 बार ज्यादा लो, परंतु साच अर्थ में अंबेडकर जी के प्रति आपका भाव क्या है ये मैं बताता हूं। मान्यवर, अंबेडकर जी को देश की पहली कैबिनेट से इस्तीफा क्यों दे दिया? अंबेडकर जी ने कई बार कहा कि अनुसूचित जातियों और जनजातियों से हुए व्यवहार से मैं असंतुष्ट हूं, सरकार की विदेश नीति से मैं असहमत हूं और आर्टिकल 370 से मैं असहमत हूं। इसलिए वो छोड़ना चाहते थे। उनको आश्वासन दिया गया, आश्वासन पूरा नहीं हुआ। उन्होंने इग्नोरेंस के चलते इस्तीफा दे दिया। और एक श्री BC रॉय ने पत्र लिखा कि अंबेडकर और राजाजी जैसे 2 महानुभाव मंत्रिमंडल छोड़ेंगे तो क्या होगा। तो नेहरू जी ने उनको जवाब में लिखा है, राजाजी के जाने से तो थोड़ा बहुत नुकसान होगा, अंबेडकर के जाने से मंत्रिमंडल कमजोर नहीं।
Okay, so this is the fuller piece. Sabha, let me bring you in. So while the Congress quoted the first 2 sentences, if you hear the whole thing, he's not actually attacking Ambedkar. You can question whether the way he framed the beginning was, appropriate. Could he have done it with more subtlety? But if you hear the longer piece, he isn't actually attacking Ambedkar. So,
No,
I mean, did the Congress... Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
So, Barkha, a couple of very quick points. Of course, he's not attacking Ambedkar, and that would be political suicide at this point. Let's get a few things very clear out there. That but it is still an embarrassment for him. Let's understand that. The casual, it would not be so if you say Nehru, Nehru, Nehru. It is so because Ambedkar is a Dalit icon. Ambedkar becomes important with everybody. Even the Congress, look, the Congress became a Nehru Gandhi family, right? Even Gandhi became a picture on a mantelpiece. Ambedkar does become important in the post-Mandal politics. When his symbolism is there, I watched the transformation in UP, my home state. Every village has an Ambedkar statue. He becomes a symbol of something, and there was social change. There were new parties that were birthed which damaged the Congress. The Bharatiya Janata Party, ideologically, with all the icons that they have been deeply opposed to Ambedkar. Why is Bhima Koregaon? This is not the space to get into. Why is that a big issue for them? What is Savarkar versus Ambedkar about? There's a Manusmriti, someone advocating Manusmriti at one point. So we can certainly get into all those historic arguments at the Congress. Even Gandhi was put up there, Sardar, but they were all part of the Congress. They were whatever it is. The Congress was this big stream. They were all part of it. There were conflicts within it. There are conflicts between Gandhi and Ambedkar. There was, it is said, there is a new book out by Anand Teltumbde, which will tell you that when Ambedkar was working on the constitution, there were 3 people who were guiding him under Nehru's guidance. One was Rajendra Prasad, I think, Maulana Azad. I mean, I've just read about this book and I've just ordered it. It's called Iconoclast by Anand Teltumbde, a big fat volume. So, so Ambedkar is a complex figure. This is the founding of a nation. People did not have one black or white persona. He eschews Hinduism. He walks away from Hinduism. If you see his things about caste, so to take Ambedkar, but there can be no debate about one thing, that Dr. Ambedkar and Savarkar were completely on opposite sides of the track. Ideologically, one said something else. The Congress is right now, so this whole debate, it is, and let me also tell you, it's a mistake to make it about the Congress. Who has picked up this debate? Are you all over Delhi? Every meme, everything is happening. There's an election in Delhi, is Aam Aadmi Party. Who is the other party that's picked it up? It's not Congress. It's Trinamool Congress has moved a privilege motion. They have the next Bihar and all. They have the big one against the BJP. The Congress actually is not critical in contests which are coming up.
So what do you believe? What do you believe? You said it's an embarrassment for Amit Shah.
It is, but even the Congress, there is a level of hypocrisy about this. I concede that. So I just think that the way whatever has happened, obviously I'm not a witness, but it's obviously been whatever skirmish took place over there. There is
Yeah.
now going to be media instructions that is the point of debate, whether it works or not, because the parties which are actually going to contest against the BJP, which is not the Congress immediately, let me just put it very crudely right now, they have already picked up that theme. Whether it will work for them or not, and I give you two. They have gone with it big time on every handle, on everything. You know, they have made memes, they have made it, so it's not been a good, it's that little casual. You can be casual about certain leaders, but to be so about a Dalit icon is a social embarrassment. That
So,
is
so
why
you think I think that's an that-
but if you remember, every woman's
Yeah.
complaint must be taken seriously. And I'm completely supportive the tribal MP who says she's an ST, felt threatened. But let's not forget that Smriti Irani also said that Rahul Gandhi blew kisses at her once, if I recall rightly. Rahul Gandhi does get, I mean, this happened. He said that he
Yes.
did like this or whatever. There was a complaint that she made. Am I right? Maybe he did so, he did not do so. But there is a lot of camera coverage, so we should get, but that's not really the issue. The issue is, and also let's not forget, we all know Arun Shourie. He may have switched over, he may be nowhere, but that was an ideological book that he brought out called Worshipping False
Okay.
God.
Okay,
which is
here's the point. This started.
RSS BJP.
Okay, I want to pick up what you said. Amit Shah cannot be casual about a Dalit icon. I know Ashwini ji wants to respond, but Shugata and Anurag have also been waiting. इसलिए अश्विनी जी बहुत संक्षेप में प्लीज, बिकॉज बहुत कुछ हो रहा है. दोनों तरफ से प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंसेस हुई हैं. शिवराज जी की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई है, राहुल गांधी और खड़गे जी की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई है, तो हमें बहुत कुछ अपने दर्शकों को दिखाना भी है. तो प्लीज इन ब्रीफ.
जी बहुत छोटा बोलूंगा. देखिए हम लोग यहाँ पर बहस करते हैं और बहस करने में विचारों में विरोध हमेशा जो है झलकता है. सभा जी भी उत्तर प्रदेश से हैं, मैं भी उत्तर प्रदेश से हूँ. सभा जी ने स्पष्ट रूप से कहा है कि अमित शाह जी के भाषण में कहीं भी अंबेडकर जी पर क्रिटिसाइज नहीं किया गया. ये अगर 3 मिनट 16 सेकंड का जो पूरा भाषण देखेगा वो समझ जाएगा. तो कांग्रेस किस चीज का प्रतिरोध कर रही है, ये एक बड़ा प्रश्न उठता है कि अगर अंबेडकर जी के नाम पर ये लोग बात कर रहे हैं तो किस चीज का विरोध है ये. क्योंकि 3 मिनट 16 सेकंड और 22 सेकंड या 12 सेकंड का जो क्लिप ये लोग चला रहे हैं, दोनों में अंबेडकर जी का अपमान कहाँ है. सबसे बड़ी बात यह है कि अपमान है कहाँ जिसका विरोध हो रहा है. दूसरा सवाल उठता है कि आज अगर ये लोग कांग्रेस दफ्तर से प्रतिरोध करके आ रहे थे, वहां प्रदर्शन करके आ रहे थे, और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के लोग यहां पर मकर द्वार पर प्रदर्शन कर रहे थे, तो अचानक वो भीड़ आई और भीड़ में सब लोग शामिल हो गए. आखिर ऐसा क्यों हुआ, जबकि अभी कांग्रेस की प्रवक्ता ने भी कहा है कि वहां पर जो सुरक्षा गार्ड है उन लोगों ने रास्ता कार्डन ऑफ किया हुआ था. वहां पर जो है मामला, भाई सुरक्षा गार्डों की व्यवस्था है ना कि उनको कहां रोके और कहां से जाने दें. तो जब वहां पर उनको रोककर दूसरे तरफ से दाहिने बाएं से खाली था और उनको सुरक्षा गार्ड, आज दिग्विजय सिंह साहब ने अचानक सुरक्षा गार्ड पर भी सवाल उठा दिए कि सुरक्षा गार्ड जब से नए आए हैं उनको पता ही नहीं है कुछ क्या हो रहा है. तो ये तो सदन के प्रति जो है इन लोगों की असंवेदनहीनता है, जो कि यह कल तक नहीं पता था कि वो सुरक्षा गार्ड सही काम नहीं कर रहे हैं, और अगर रास्ता दाहिने बाएं से लेकर तो बीच में क्यों जाना. मेरा यही कहना था. दो बात
जी. मैं before, sorry Sugata and Anurag, you've been very patient, but like I said, things are happening very quickly because both sides are releasing lots of different pieces of information. Mallikarjun Kharge and Rahul Gandhi have had a press briefing, as has Shivraj Singh Chauhan, one of the senior most leaders of the BJP. So this is the sort of escalation, if one can call it that, of this debate. I want to first play out Mr. Kharge's comment, where Mr. Kharge is alleging that he was pushed. Now remember, the BJP is saying Rahul Gandhi pushed an MP, but Mr. Kharge says he's too old to push anyone and he was pushed. Take a look.
हम चलते हुए आ रहे हैं, उन्होंने मकर द्वार पे आके हमको रोकने के लिए वहां बैठ गए, और हम पार्लियामेंट को टाइम भी खत्म हुआ था और 5 मिनट बाकी थी, इसलिए हम अंदर जाना चाहते थे, लेकिन उन्होंने दरवाजे पे रोका और ऐसा कि उन्होंने अपना मसल पावर दिखाने के लिए इतने सारे वहां पर उनके पुरुष एमपीज थे, पूछो मत. हमारे महिला हमारे साथ आ रहे थे, वो बहुत शांत तरीके से आ रहे थे, लेकिन उनको भी रोका गया। तो इसीलिए ये जबरदस्ती हमारे ऊपर हमला करके, और मैं उसमें पहले ही मैं किसी को धक्का देने की स्थिति में नहीं हूं, लेकिन मेरे को खुद वो लोग धक्का दिए, मैं अपना बैलेंस नहीं संभाल सका, मैं नीचे बैठ गया। तो अब हमारे ऊपर इल्जाम भी लगा रहे कि हमने धक्का दिया, हमने उनको गिराया। अरे भाई, हमारे पास आवाज है, लेकिन वो थोड़ा पीटे धकलने से हम ये नहीं हो सकते, इसीलिए हम
Can we come out? I think
कोशिश
this
भी
is
किए,
frozen.
फिर उठ के उनको
Right. Well, we got the operative part of what Mr. Kharge was saying there. He was saying he was pushed. Sugata, it's actually hard to make sense of what is happening here right now, right? Basically, it starts with the debate on Ambedkar. Amit Shah says, my speech, you have taken 10 seconds out of it. Hear my whole speech. I was never saying anything disrespectful about Ambedkar. It turns into a Rahul Gandhi came and pushed MPs around. Mr. Kharge now says, no, that's a lie. And I was the one who was pushed. I mean, what's going on?
Thank you, Barka. It's very difficult to say who is correct here, because the brawl outside the parliament has to be looked at by say through CCTV cameras or whatever, and there will be a kind of conclusion that they will be able to reach about it or not be able to reach about it. We don't know. But at the heart of all of this is, Barka, that Indian politics is at a certain transitional phase where the largest opposition party is struggling to sort of fight on certain ideas. They're trying to appropriate certain ideas and try to make it mainstream or try to make it their own. See, there have been a lot of experiments that are happening. So that is at the center of it. See, earlier there was an attempt to sort of bridge the blue and red. That is, the communists and the Dalits were trying to come together. That was an experiment that was tried out. Today, Rahul Gandhi came in a blue T-shirt and Priyanka Gandhi came in a blue sari. So this whole thing of appropriating the blue is at the heart of all of this. And it has to be said that both the BJP and the Congress, can't make a unilateral claim over Ambedkar. That is what they're trying to do, but they cannot, because Ambedkar's entire life was a thing of anti-Congressism. He was not very comfortable with the Mahatma-hood of Gandhiji at all. In fact, there's a lovely BBC interview where he speaks about the splintered mind of Gandhi, who spoke a completely different language about caste when he wrote in Gujarati, and when he wrote in English, he was entirely different. He was trying to play to the gallery of the Westerners. So Ambedkar's entire life was anti-Congressism, and Ambedkar's entire life was also anti-Hindu politics. So it's a huge irony today that the two major parties are trying to appropriate him, while the Dalits can think on their own. See, we still don't know what Mayawati is thinking about all this. We still don't know what Chandrasekhar Azad is thinking about all this. We don't know what Prakash Ambedkar is thinking about all this. So Dalit politics, as Sabha rightly pointed out, after the 80s, the Mandalite revolution, until which Ambedkar had completely disappeared from the Indian political scene. In fact, Barka, even in 1975, between 75 and 77, when people were fighting to save the constitution, there was no reference made to Ambedkar at all. Ambedkar was not in the public consciousness at all at that point.
But Sugata, when you say the Congress is struggling to find an idea, Rahul Gandhi came wearing blue to, in a way, coincide with the blue of, the famous Ambedkar iconic statues that dot the landscape of all the small towns in India that at least I have been to. Do you think that idea is working? Like, if you were to look at the political semiotics of this right now, the Ambedkar controversy, Sabha says, is embarrassing for Amit Shah. On the other hand, Rahul Gandhi and the Congress are now being accused of pushing MPs. There are images being released by the BJP of injured MPs lying in hospital. And, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has just done a press conference. I'll play his statement out as well. How is this playing out? Is it going to change anybody's mind? I think that's the question, right? There are committed opposition voters. There are committed BJP voters. It's the non-committed voters that these controversies are about.
That's a brilliant question, Barka. There's one thing, I don't agree that this is a social embarrassment to Amit Shah. I don't agree with Sabha on that particular point. Because, if you listen to him very carefully, as this starts playing out in the public whatever space, there is a subplot there. See, who is Ambedkar being compared with? Or there is God versus Ambedkar in Amit Shah's statement. He said, if you had at least taken God's name, you would have reached the heavens, or you would have sort of. So there is a subplot there, which I think the BJP will try to exploit over a period of time. And so and Ambedkar politics, Ambedkarite politics is also not homogeneous in this country, Barka.
Yeah.
See, because now we know the internal reservation politics. Now, someone like a Kharge who's sitting and speaking there. I come from Karnataka, and today, for the last 3 days, the biggest thing that's happening in Karnataka, which is not being reported in the national press, is the corruption of the Kharge family. Kharge family has been returning land which has been allocated under the Dalit quota to them. So the biggest narrative in Karnataka is the Kharge family is exploiting the Dalit quota all for itself and not for the community. And there is also the Madiga controversy. So the Kharge comes from a community which is not, populist or dominant, electorally dominant. They come from, it's the establishment Dalits. So the non-establishment Dalits who are demanding a separate reservation don't like Kharge and the politics of Congress.
Okay. So there's a lot happening.
All very complicated. This is all very complicated.
And we're just at this point struggling to keep pace. Yes, I'm coming to you only, but Rajnath Singh has also reached the hospital. The BJP is pulling out all of its big guns to go and meet with its injured MPs. Mr. Kharge is of course a Dalit leader, but Shugata just gave us a kind of complex take or a perspective on that. The BJP has brought forward a scheduled tribe female leader to talk about Rahul Gandhi's alleged violence. Sabha, before I play up Shivraj, go ahead.
So very quickly, I think we need to understand one thing. Of course, Ambedkar has huge problems with Gandhiji. And he may have everybody. Madan Mohan Malviya was in Congress. Sardar Patel was in Congress. He was asked to be the guy who wrote the Constitution of India. So he may have problems. Within the BJP, you can have problems within every party, but to say that his life was dedicated to anti-Congressism, when a Congress, Nehru chooses Ambedkar to lead the Constitution of India, that is why he's important. That's why he matters. So
but you should read also what he has written about the Congress. So his anti-Congressism is about that.
Yeah, but you are saying his life is dedicated to anti-Congressism as equal to
he was
the fact
extremely uncomfortable from 1925 on.
You don't have
from
to argue.
1925 on.
Clarifying what I think is a very crucial point. It is the Congress in post-independent India which requests Baba Sahib Ambedkar to lead the framing of the Indian Constitution. Okay. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. Now here's what we know electorally. We know that in the Lok Sabha elections, the opposition was able to create a narrative around the constitution, and sections of the Dalit vote did move away from the BJP. We also know that in the recent assembly elections, that a large part of the Dalit vote came back to the BJP. So let's also acknowledge both of these facts. This is a fight, not just Sugata for finding an idea. It is also a fight for votes, for electoral relevance, and for a very sensitive constituency where anything that you say can be inflammable. So that's the context. Shivraj Singh Chauhan has accused Rahul Gandhi of behaving like a goon. Before I come back to Dr. Pooja and Ashwini ji, let's listen to Shivraj Singh Chauhan.
भी कांग्रेस के अध्यक्ष खड़गे जी ने और राहुल गांधी जी ने प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस की थी। हम सोच रहे थे कि वो संसद में उनके द्वारा किए गए कुकृत्य की, पाप की क्षमा मांगेंगे, लेकिन उन्होंने क्षमा नहीं मांगी। मुझे तो समझ में नहीं आया कि उन्होंने प्रेस की क्यों। उस प्रेस से भी उनका अहंकार झलक रहा था। आज मेरा मन भारी है, व्यथित है, पीड़ा से भरा हुआ है। मैं 1 दर्जन बार या तो लोकसभा का या विधानसभा का सदस्य रहा हूं। मैंने विधानसभा में भी और संसद में भी, चाहे माननीय सांसदगण हो या विधायकगण हो, उनके आचरण को देखा है, उनके व्यवहार को देखा है। लेकिन आज जो कुछ संसद में हुआ, उसकी कल्पना भी नहीं की जा सकती। अशालीन, अशोभनीय, उदंड और गुंडागर्दी से भरा व्यवहार, जिसकी सभ्य समाज कल्पना नहीं कर सकता। मित्रों, सांसद या किसी दल के सांसदों को यह अधिकार है कि वो किसी बात पर विरोध प्रकटीकरण करें। कांग्रेस भी कई दिनों से विरोध प्रकट कर रही थी। मकर द्वार पर उनके सांसद इकट्ठा होते थे, तब हम लोगों को भी जाना होता था, तो हम तो या तो द्वार ही बदल लेते थे कि शार्दुल गेट से चले जाओ, या पास में जो स्पेस होता था उसमें से चुपचाप निकल के अंदर चले जाते थे। आज जब भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सांसद मकर द्वार पर विरोध का प्रकटीकरण कर रहे थे, तब राहुल भी आए। सुरक्षा कर्मियों ने उनको कहा कि साइड में जो स्पेस है आप जाने के लिए उसका उपयोग करें। लेकिन जानबूझकर, सोच समझकर राहुल गांधी हमारे सांसदों के बीच में पहुंच गए।
Okay, in this moment of high drama, there was also a bit caught on camera where Rahul Gandhi, when accused of hitting BJP's Pratap Sarangi, walks over to where the BJP is protesting and actually engages with the BJP's Nishikant Dubey. It's been briefly caught on camera. We'll play that out for you next. Take a look.
आपको शर्म नहीं आती है? क्या राहुल, क्या शर्म नहीं आती है? क्या शर्म नहीं आती है? गुंडागर्दी करते हो, बूढ़े को गिरा के इतना कौन इतना कौन।
So he walks over. They say you pushed him. Nishikant Dubey says gundagardi karte ho. He says no, you pushed me, and he walks away. I'm summarizing here. Pooja ji, I want to bring you in, and then Ashwini ji. Mr. Kharge says they pushed us. They say Rahul Gandhi pushed them. There are 2 injured MPs in hospital. Rajnath Singh, Shivraj Singh Chauhan are visiting them. You've heard what Shivraj Singh Chauhan has said. And Ashwini Shahi also said that if you hear Amit Shah's fuller speech, there was no criticism of Ambedkar. There could be what Sabha called casualness, but not criticism. So what are you protesting about?
How can you be casual even for 1 second? Forget 11 seconds. Baba Sahib is a Dalit icon. Baba Sahib is an icon of equality and dignity to the millions of marginalized people. How can you be casual saying Ambedkar, Ambedkar, Ambedkar fashion ho gaya hai? Even for 1 single second, he deserves the utmost respect. You know, this was not Amit Shah speaking. This was Savarkar, this was Golwarkar, this was Hedgewar speaking with their utmost, their intense hate for Baba Sahib Ambedkar. I just heard that, Baba Sahib Ambedkar was anti-Congress. There must have been various differences, but it was Congress, who vacated the Mumbai seat and got him to Constituent Assembly. It was in a biography, Ambedkar ji's wife writes, in my life with Dr. Ambedkar, she writes that, there have been constant letters written by Rajendra Prasad ji, written by Nehru ji, that, he needs to be uncontested and brought to Constituent Assembly because he needs to be the chairman of the drafting commission. She goes on to write, and this was, when Baba Sahib said that it is your claim to equality that hurts them. This is what went on to prove that. You cannot casually talk, you cannot talk in such a disrespectful tone. Forget 11 seconds, even for 1 second, and Amit Shah ji has to apologize to the nation. Coming to your question, when Rahul Gandhi went there, I'll just take one more second, Barkha. Nishikant Dubey, look at the body language of Nishikant Dubey. He is talking to a leader of opposition. He is talking to a fellow MP. Arey Rahul, तुम गुंडागर्दी करते हो, तुम गुंडागर्दी करते हो. Eroding the parliamentary ethics, eroding the parliamentary dignity, and lowering down every ounce of dignity is what Bharatiya Janata Party is accused of. He hasn't done it, so he denied it. I haven't done it, and he walks away. But then तुम गुंडागर्दी करते हो, तुम माफी मांगो, तुम माफी मांगो. This is how you talk. They have turned the parliament into war zone. The basic reason being they don't want a discussion on the Adani corruption. They don't want discussion on how Amit Shah ji, even for 1 second, I'm saying, forget 11 seconds, how dare he disrespected. And now today, Bharatiya Janata Party official Twitter handle, they removed the Baba Sahib's photo from the posters that the opposition MPs were carrying, and they put on the Soros photo, the one they claimed to be.
Yes, I think we have that meme. Can we please show the meme? The BJP's official handle.
Like that.
Yeah, there it is. This is the BJP official handle releasing "We Love Soros," where the Ambedkar pictures have been replaced with images of George Soros, right?
So evening before you say that, मैं सपने में भी नहीं सोच सकता बाबा साहेब का बेइज्जत अपमान करने का, and this is what your official Bharatiya Janata Party Twitter handle comes up with. You call Soros an anti-national.
Ashwini ji, ये बीजेपी ने जो रिलीज किया इमेज, obviously it's done to mock the Congress, but कांग्रेस का कहना है कि जब आप बाबा साहेब की तस्वीर की जगह जोक के जरिए भी अगर आप वो सोरोस का फोटो लगाते हैं तो वो उनकी इंसल्ट है. आप क्या कहेंगे?
चलिए, बहुत अच्छी बात कहा अभी हमारे कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता ने, मगर मुझे 2-3 बातें कहनी है बड़े धैर्य से और ध्यान से. बरखा जी, मैं चाहूंगा आपको मैं अगर कहूं बरखा 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 बड़ी ट्रेंड कर रही है, एक फैशन हो गया है, इसमें आपकी बेइज्जती कहाँ है, जरा बता दीजिए. ये तो बहुत अच्छी चीज है. मैं अगर इस बात को कहूं तो कोई बेइज्जती नहीं है. चलिए, उस भाव की बात अभी सभा जी ने भी मान लिया, सभा जी का धन्यवाद. मगर सभा जी ने 2 बात एक साथ कह दी, वो उसके लिए थोड़ा सा सभा जी को सोचना होगा. दूसरी बात, ये जो आप अभी दिखा रही हैं, कल एक कुर्सी पर बैठ के फोटोग्राफी हुई थी कांग्रेस के जितने एमपीज थे, आप उसको भी निकाल कर देखिएगा, नहीं तो मैं आपको भेज दूंगा. बाबा साहब की फोटो जानती है कहां थी? एक सांसद के पैरों के पास नीचे रखी हुई थी. कुर्सी पर राहुल गांधी भी विराजमान थे. बेइज्जती वो है या ये है कि यहां पर बाबा साहब तो थे ही नहीं, या बाबा साहब की कोई फोटो नहीं थी. अगर आप कैसे उसको इमेजिन कर ले रहे हैं कि बाबा साहब को हटाया गया? भाई, हो सकता है सोरेस, चूंकि सोरेस के पाले हुए नौकर है कांग्रेसी, वो सिद्ध हो रहा है. तो सोरेस के पैसे पर पलने वाले हैं, तो अगर उन्होंने हमने बनाया तो बाबा साहब नहीं थे.
ये नौकर वगैरह.
दूसरी बात
तो एक नहीं सर,
मैं क्या, अगर मैं आपका एम्प्लॉई हूं, नहीं मैं अगर मेरे शब्दों से किसी को अगर वो हुआ हो तो मैं माफी मांग लूंगा. लेकिन अगर किसी के पैसे पर कोई व्यक्ति नौकरी कर रहा हो, ये कांग्रेस की जो है वाइस प्रेसिडेंट, मतलब प्रेसिडेंट जो चेयरपर्सन थी सोनिया जी, वो तो वाइस प्रेसिडेंट थी एफडीएलएपी में, उसमें आया है. तो भाई, तो उसमें पेमेंट मिलता होगा. ऑनरेरी तो थी नहीं, कहीं लिखा नहीं है. मनमोहन सिंह जी की बेटी, नहीं, मेरा जवाब आ जाने दीजिए बरखा जी, मैं आपका सब सवाल सुन लूंगा, क्योंकि बहुत से जवाब अभी देने हैं. दूसरी बात, अभी ये बताइए कि हम लोग 4 दिन से प्रदर्शन कर रहे थे. मैं ये कांग्रेस के सीधा सवाल कांग्रेस के प्रवक्ता से है कि आप लोग 4 दिन से प्रदर्शन कर रहे थे, कभी कोई चीज आई सुनाई दी कि हम लोगों ने धक्का दिया? हम लोग भी तो गए सदन, लेकिन आज आपको भीड़ के बीच में क्यों घुसे? हाँ या ना का जवाब दे दीजिएगा.
पूजा जी, आप फोन उठा रही हैं अपना कुछ कहने के लिए. पूजा जी, ब्रीफ में कहिएगा. सभा एंड सुगता वेटिंग, प्लीज. पूजा जी,
अश्विनी जी ने बिल्कुल साफ तरीके से ये मना कर दिया कि इसमें तो बाबा साहब की फोटो थी नहीं. तो मैं दिखाना चाहूंगी कि सारे एमपीज के हाथ में बाबा साहब की फोटो थी, और जब बाबा साहब की फोटो हटाकर आप सोरोस की फोटो लगाते हैं तो आप बाबा साहब का फिर अपमान करते हैं. दिक्कत ये है कि आप भारत उस विचारधारा के पोषक हैं जिसने बाबा
मुझे पूरा कर लेने दीजिए बस.
दूसरी बात, आप कहते हैं आप सोरोस की, आप जाके ध्रुव जयशंकर जी से पूछिए, आप जाके शमिका रवि जी से पूछिए कौन सोरोस के फंड के पैसे का, और यूएन डेमोक्रेसी फंड जिसमें सोरोस का सबसे बड़ा हिस्सेदारी है, उसमें भारत सब 4th बड़ा डोनर है, 4th बड़ा. तो आप ये सारी ये मनमोहन सिंह और इन सब की बातें मत करिए। आप बताइए आप लोगों की हिम्मत कैसे हुई
अच्छा।
कि बाबा साहेब की फोटो हटा के आपने
मुझे
सोच
अपनी
ली?
बात 30 सेकंड दीजिए तो मैं पूरा कर लूं। 30 सेकंड।
अच्छा, ओके।
अपनी बात कहने का कोई और भी
पूजा जी,
तरीका हो
पूजा,
सकता है।
अच्छा, all right, Pooja and Ashwini ji, now you can't hog all the time. Ashwini ji, 15
जी
सेकंड, then Sabha Kata, please, please.
जी,
हाँ
मुझे मुझे आज जो है बाबा साहब के प्रति इतना प्रेम उमड़ गया है। सैम पित्रोदा जी का वो बयान सबको याद होगा जिसमें उन्होंने लिखा था कि संविधान लिखने में जवाहरलाल नेहरू जी का हाथ था, कहीं बाबा साहब अम्बेडकर का हाथ नहीं था। बाद में उन्होंने जब ट्रोल हुए तो वो अपना ट्वीट हटा लिया था उन्होंने, सबको याद है।
हाँ।
और भाजपा के पास वो है, क्योंकि हम लोग इन चीजों पर ध्यान देते हैं। तो ये कैसे सम्मान करते हैं? चुनाव हराने की बात माननीय गृह मंत्री जी ने सदन में बताया। ये लोग किस तरीके की बात करते हैं कि बाबा साहब का अपमान और सम्मान ये कैसे तय करेंगे कि बाबा साहब का अपमान भारतीय जनता पार्टी कर रही है, जब जो चीजों को ये मानकर 3 मिनट 16 सेकंड को 12 सेकंड में इन लोगों ने कर दिया, तो ये अपमान कैसे साबित कर सकते हैं? आज मैं स्पष्ट एक अंतिम लाइन कहना चाहता हूं, मुद्दों का अभाव है, तर्कों का अकाल है, तथ्यों का सूखापन है, इसके लिए ये भटकाव हो रहा है और जिसमें हाथापाई पर भी कांग्रेसी उतर गए हैं।
अच्छा, अश्विनी जी, ऑन अ लाइटर नोट, आपने कहा कि अगर आप बरखा 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 कहें तो मैं बुरा नहीं मानूंगी। तो हमारे एक दर्शक ने कहा है कि प्लीज आस्क अश्विनी जी टू से to chant mojo mojo mojo. It's fantastic propaganda to popularize your platform for its unbiased, undeterred and fearless pursuit of public discourse. So हम तो खुश हो गए अश्विनी जी, आपने आइडिया अच्छा दिया। But on a more serious note, Sabha, Sabha, you know, this is playing out at a very polemical level, at a very shrill level. Every side is bringing out its top guns, and that is, by the way, here's the silver lining in these horribly stormy clouds, that this is how seriously this country does take its Dalit icons and its Dalit politics. It is an acknowledgement of how important the narrative around all of these issues are. I take that as a good sign. Let there be robust argument without these fisticuffs that appear to have happened. That said, there is a trivialization of any serious conversation. The questions are as follows. Did Amit Shah insult Baba Saheb Ambedkar? You also seem to think he did not. He was casual. Perhaps he should have constructed his language more carefully in the opening 11 seconds, is what you seem to be saying. If you're saying that, why is the Congress protesting? Question one. Question two, this allegation of a brawl. In the minds of the lay person, it's a zero-sum game. It's again, arey yaar, ye parliament mein kya drama ho raha hai? They're all just, they're cancelling each other out. That's how I think most people will see it, as theater, as entertainment, as a waste of time.
So again, Barkha, I'll repeat one thing, that if there is one politician who sat under a picture, you might have been to the house of the former Delhi Chief Minister of Ambedkar, it was Arvind Kejriwal, who is having an election, right? He sat under that picture.
Right.
Every frame was Arvind Kejriwal under picture of Baba Saheb Ambedkar and perhaps Bhagat Singh. That election is about to be announced. That'll happen. Again, it's not a Congress alone story, but I'll say one thing. As far as the Congress and BJP, I am absolutely delighted by one thing. Now onward, because we know that the RSS in its ideology, we know Savarkar in the ideology, was simply opposed to all of this. Savarkar wanted the Manusmriti, for God's sake. They were opposed. But now we have it that nobody will meddle. We have it from the Prime Minister. After what I would say, what Amit Shah's words reveal is a certain looking down, like you get the sense he's not actually criticizing. He is saying that the Congress is not true to Ambedkar. That's what he's saying. But there's a certain, it can be interpreted as a contempt. And besides, it's not just the Congress. The whole opposition has jumped on him. I repeat, people who will actually be fighting the BJP, not just in the, this is the media.
That's a fair point.
Yes. The next elections are where the big one is Delhi right now, then Bihar, where Congress is a minor player, and then Bengal comes up. Bengal, TMC has moved privilege motion. Arvind Kejriwal's entire social media team is only on this. Please see, some of them they're trying to be funny, they're hysterical, gone hysterical. So it is more than that, but the great hypocrisy is both BJP and Congress, both of which with traditional leaderships were only from the top caste groups of society. Both of them have now, Baba Saheb has become so huge. But he was definitely in the Congress. Let's not have any dispute about that. And Gandhi was killed very early in
Okay.
our journey as an independent nation. And then he becomes important because he frames the Constitution of India, which this is all about. And it's actually, there is a part, I agree with you, it's all so hypocritical. There are hypocrisies of various levels where people in his own party who did not give importance to Baba Saheb till the Mandal politics just exploded in their faces. Right? And the Mandal politics exploded in their faces because the Congress dominated the politics of Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. And they only had, please note, Brahmin and Thakur chief minister. That is why, these are the things that have happened, which have changed in politics.
Sugata, you said the main opposition party is looking for an idea. Sabha points out this isn't a Congress BJP battle alone. It's the election-bound states which are going to be the biggest, the fiercest sort of noise around this. And we'll pull out some of those AAP memes that Sabha is referring to. But what is this? Is this an ideological battle? Is this a battle for narratives? Is this an inconsequential noise?
No,
is the
but,
noise drowning out? Do you believe you don't believe Amit Shah was embarrassed? Because
no, I don't think Amit Shah was embarrassed by what he said, because in the eventual interpretation of his statement, there is also a subplot where he's only putting him next to God. So I don't think it'll mean, I think that will get played out in a different way, I assume. But the dynamics of all this is also not going to be very simple and straight. That is all that I'm trying to say. And Bharka, if Ambedkar was not anti-Congress, then in the 80s, and a lot of intellectuals, were trying to bring the Ambedkarite stream with the Gandhian stream, trying to bring them together. I mean, TSDS had a very fine scholar called D.R. Nagaraj, and he wrote a lovely book called The Flaming Feet, which is all about trying to bring the two streams together. Then there was an attempt made to bring Periyarist politics and Ambedkar politics together. All of this is because the communist and Ambedkarite politics, all of this is because in the public consciousness, Ambedkar had been universalized. There was an electorate behind that, and that electorate was significant, and people were trying to bring numbers together. So that is so. If you see Arvind Kejriwal, using an
look
AI
at that meme. It's on the screen right now, Sabha. I think this is one of the ones Sabha was talking about. Where Baba Sahib is caressing the head of the head of Arvind Kejriwal. What is going on?
Whose Ambedkar is bigger? Barka, there's an irony here as well. In the last speech that Baba Saheb Ambedkar made in November of 1949 to discuss which this entire parliament session, half of this parliament session was dedicated, where he said, Bhakti or hero worship is a sure road to degradation and eventual dictatorship. Right? So he will be laughing in his grave that today this whole hero worship and adulation around him is causing a street game.
That's an important point. Yes, that's a very important point. But hold on, there's lots more to show all of you. As I said, Rahul Gandhi and Mr. Kharge have had a press conference. You heard Mr. Kharge. I'm going to play out Rahul Gandhi, also Rajnath Singh, who's been at the hospital meeting injured BJP MPs. First, Rahul Gandhi, take a look.
मिटाना चाहते हैं, खत्म करना चाहते हैं, और डायरेक्टली इनके मंत्री ने, होम मिनिस्टर ने डायरेक्टली सबके सामने जो उनका माइंडसेट है वो सबके सामने उन्होंने दिखा दिया। हमने कहा कि अपॉलॉजी होनी चाहिए और उनको रिजाइन करना चाहिए, नहीं किया, और आज फिर से इन्होंने एक नया डिस्ट्रैक्शन शुरू किया है। हम अंबेडकर जी की स्टैचू से सारे एमपी शांति से पार्लियामेंट हाउस जा रहे थे। पार्लियामेंट हाउस के सीढ़ियों पे बीजेपी के एमपी लकड़ियां लिए हमारे सामने खड़े होते हैं, हमें अंदर नहीं जाने देते हैं, और उसके बाद अब ये थोड़ा सा अपना फिर से डिस्ट्रैक्शन करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं। रियलिटी ये है, इन्होंने अंबेडकर जी का अपमान किया है, उसकी अपॉलॉजी होनी चाहिए और रिजाइन करना चाहिए होम मिनिस्टर को। और जो मेन मुद्दा है जिसको ये मिटाना चाह रहे हैं, घुमाना चाह रहे हैं, मेन मुद्दा है कि नरेंद्र मोदी जी के मित्र अदानी जी के खिलाफ यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स में केस है, उनको वहां इंडाइट किया गया है और अदानी जी को नरेंद्र मोदी जी हिंदुस्तान बेच रहे हैं। यह मेन मुद्दा है और इसकी डिस्कशन ये लोग नहीं चाहते हैं। थैंक यू। शुक्रिया साथियों।
Hello. Barkhan,
Yeah,
allow me
Sabha.
to say one thing very quickly. I think Rahul is making an error to say that Adani ji is the only issue. This has now become
Yeah.
about Ambedkar. So, he's also stuck in his own silo in
Yeah.
his brain. I'm very sorry to say this because it's become about Ambedkar, everybody else, but he has gone. He thinks that it's not what he's saying is actually what he's saying, it's actually not about Ambedkar, it's about Adani. Come on. That's not very smart.
Yeah,
That's all.
so-
I
so-
have
so-
to
so
leave.
you-
I have to leave. So I'm going to
Okay,
depart.
okay. We have 5 minutes left, but it was great to.
Minus feedback, yeah. It's too much.
Okay,
No, I
okay.
agree. No. I mean, the irony that Sabha.
Bye, Sabha. But Sugata, carry on. Bye, Sabha. We'll
No,
see you soon. Thank you. Sugata.
I mean, I completely agree with what Sabha said. The irony that she pointed out, which is, Adani has been now put on par or below Ambedkar in Rahul Gandhi's narrative. So he's brought back Adani, and he should have stuck to the Ambedkar issue if he was serious about it. So I think that's a very interesting thing. So Rahul Gandhi brings back Adani and dilutes the Ambedkar issue that he was trying to sort of pick up and project.
Absolutely. I think I have to agree with that. But before I get Dr. Pooja Tripathi and Ashwini Shahi and Sugata to come in with last comments, there are political reactions that are pouring in. They're pouring in so fast, we can barely keep pace with them. Rajnath Singh has been at the RML hospital in Delhi where the BJP's injured MPs. The BJP sees these MPs have been injured because Rahul Gandhi pushed them. Rahul Gandhi says the BJP was standing with dandas to block our entry. Mr. Kharge says he has been pushed. I mean, if it were not so tragic, it would be comic. It is still partly comic. Kya ho raha hai? This is not what Parliament is for. Nevertheless, Rajnath Singh after meeting the injured BJP MPs had this to say. Take a look.
हमारे दो सांसद प्रताप जी सारंगी और हमारे ये कैलाश राजपूत, ये दोनों मुकेश राजपूत, दोनों इस समय राम मनोहर लोहिया हॉस्पिटल में इस समय एडमिट हैं और उनके हालात की जानकारी लेने के लिए मैं यहाँ पर आया था। और जहाँ तक प्रताप जी सारंगी का प्रश्न है, उनको सिर में 2 टांके इस समय लगे हुए हैं और साथ ही साथ हमारे मुकेश राजपूत के भी सिर में अच्छी खासी चोट लगी है, लेकिन दोनों की हालत अभी इस समय स्थिर हैं। डॉक्टर्स का यह कहना है कि अभी 2-3 दिन का समय हॉस्पिटल में और लग सकता है या इससे ज़्यादा का भी समय लग सकता है, लेकिन जो भी घटना घटित हुई है ये बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है और मैं समझता हूँ कि स्वस्थ लोकतांत्रिक व्यवस्था में इस प्रकार की घटनाएं जो होती हैं ये बहुत ही दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण है और इसकी जितनी भी निंदा की जाए वह कम है।
संसद भवन में आपने सालों से देखा इस तरीके का कई बार प्रोटेस्ट होते रहे, अभी पिछले कई दिनों से
मैंने आज तक, जहाँ तक मैं लगभग 30-32 वर्षों से भारत की संसद में हूँ, लेकिन आज तक मैं समझता हूँ कि इस प्रकार की दुर्भाग्यपूर्ण घटना कभी घटित नहीं हुई है। जितनी भी अधिक इसकी निंदा की जाए वो कम है।
सर खड़गे जी जो कह रहे हैं कि इस हमारे ऊपर
नो कमेंट।
थैंक यू सो मच सर।
So he did not comment on Mr. Kharge's allegation that Mr. Kharge was pushed, but Priyanka Gandhi has commented on that, and she says that she saw Mr. Kharge falling. We'll play that out next.
किसी को धक्का मारा, ये वो मेरी आंखों के सामने आप सबने देखा होगा, खड़गे जी को धक्का मार के जमीन पे गिराया। उसके बाद एक सीपीएम के एमपी को धक्का मारा, उनके ऊपर गिरे, खड़गे जी के ऊपर। मैंने सोचा टांग टूट गई होगी, कुछ हुआ होगा, क्योंकि उनके चेहरे से दिख रहा था कि उनको चोट लगी। फिर हमने कहीं से कुर्सी ढूंढ के हम लाए उनके।
So Priyanka says they pushed Kharge. I thought he broke his leg. Let's take last comments, even though the last word on this has not been spoken. I'll start with Dr. Pooja Tripathi, then Ashwini ji, and then Sugata. Pooja ji.
I think Barkha is just theatrics by BJP, to divert there from the main issue that Amit Shah ji needs to apologize to the nation for the disrespectful comment he made on the floor of the parliament. It's just theatrics and nothing else, diversionary tactic. Rahul has forgave his father's killer and he won't go into pushing and shoving the MPs. This is so un-Rahul-like. And I think it's just too far they have gone with these accusations, too far. Just a diversionary tactic.
सो अश्विनी जी, पूजा जी कहती हैं कि वो राहुल गांधी हु फॉरगेव हिज फादर्स किलर्स, वो एसेंशियली नॉन वायलेंट है, वो ये क्यों करेंगे? आप आखिर में क्या बोलेंगे?
देखिए, पूरे, मैंने पहले भी कहा, पूरे देश में चुनाव हारने के बाद अब मामला हाथापाई पर आ गया है। अब कुछ बचा है नहीं उनके हाथ में। उन्होंने अपने पिता के हत्यारों को क्यों माफ किया? ये इतना बड़ा हृदय तो हो नहीं सकता किसी का। उसमें भी जरूर कोई ना कोई कारण रहा, उसके पीछे बाद में जाएंगे। लेकिन आज के मुद्दे पर कहेंगे कि यहाँ पर जो घटना हुई वो एक हताशा और निराशा को दर्शाता है। दूसरी बात में, अभी प्रियंका गांधी जी बोल रही थी, खड़गे साहब गिरे और उनके घुटने पर चोट आई। क्या उनका घुटना ठीक हो गया? अभी तो वो प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस कर रहे थे बैठकर। तो और हमारे जो 2 MP गिरे वो अस्पताल में भर्ती हैं। ये अब यही बताने के लिए काफी है कि घटना किधर से हुई और क्या हुई। 2 चीजें आपके सामने हैं। फैसला आपके दर्शकों को करना है, फैसला देश को करना है। जी
जी। सुगता, आई थिंक दैट्स द ऑपरेटिव पार्ट। पीपल हैव टू डिसाइड। आपस में ये जो भी झगड़ा है, क्लेम्स हैं, काउंटर क्लेम्स है, इट इज द पीपल हु विल डिसाइड, एंड द पीपल हु हैव टू डिसाइड इज either you persuade a BJP voter to the Congress side, a Congress voter to the BJP side, or the uncommitted, and in particular the Dalit voter. The Dalit voter, it has not been a static committed vote. The Dalit voter has sometimes voted BJP, sometimes voted Congress in recent elections. Your last thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I think the basic idea of all this, I mean, the dramabazi that is being shown, I mean, people visiting hospitals and press conferences and all that, is to basically, pull Rahul Gandhi down that pedestal, which you rightly pointed out, the non-violent kind of Bharat Jodo Yatri who sort of Mohabbat ka dukaan. There's a certain image that he has cultivated after his Pappu thing had been kind of shelved. So I think the BJP is essentially trying to attack that formulation of Rahul Gandhi. That he's what he says and what he does are 2 different things, is what they are trying to say. So I think that's one point. And the last point, Barka, is that you rightly said, the Dalit voter has been a swing voter. I mean, sometimes this side, sometimes that side. And Dalit is also not a homogeneous category. There are Jatas, there are Madigas. I mean, each one, there are subcastes, and it's not a universal category. So it's not a homogeneous vote. So now, even as we talk about BJP and Congress trying to appropriate Ambedkar and Dalit politics, I don't think we are thinking about what Dalit leaders themselves are thinking. Why will they want a Rahul Gandhi or an Amit Shah or an Narendra Modi to patronize Dalits? No, they have their own parties. They have a voice. And 75 years of the Constitution has emboldened them to speak. So they are there on the block. They have changed Indian politics. There is a certain universalization of Ambedkar. So I don't think they will accept the patronization of either Rahul Gandhi or Amit Shah or Modi. That is what I feel.
I think that's well said. And as I said, the one silver lining in this otherwise chaotic day in Parliament, or chaotic 2 days in Parliament, is that the primacy of Baba Saheb Ambedkar as an icon of this country, I think that has been, if there was ever any debate over it, that has been settled. His primacy has been reinforced. And Dalits of India may continue to battle all kinds of social discrimination. But the fact that the Dalit voter cannot be taken for granted has also been reinforced by this controversy. And I think both of those are important points to take away. The rest, as Ashwini ji said, and I'm sure his colleague across the trenches will agree, public hai, ye sab janti hai, public ko tay karna hai. Ashwini ji, Pooja Tripathi, Sugata, and earlier Sabha, thank you. And to our audience, see you soon.
It's great to see you here. Thank you for watching our work. If you haven't subscribed yet, don't forget to click the bell icon and subscribe to Mojo Story and support independent, robust journalism.